some very strange topics. And if you're pleased with them, that was my idea. If you're not too pleased with them, that's what Gino asked for. So we're going to talk about some topics that are emerging to be very relevant. Some of these you may not have heard of, but you will, because we're moving into some very strange times. And just in terms of awareness and its biblical relevance, we wanted to really pose into these things. And are we going? Yeah, we're doing here? Good, okay. Many of you may know that some years ago that we had published some things in biotech and calling it the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And yeah, it's not caught up. There's a pillar there. I'm not seeing it. It's all there, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm getting it. Yeah, gotcha. We're all set. Okay, good. Many of you know about, may remember the Sorcerer's Apprentice, you know, that was written by Paul Dukas back in 1897. And it was featured in Walt Disney's famous movie, Fantasia. And it was based on a legend, or a Goethe's actual story, about a sorcerer's apprentice who, in the legend, was tampering with the engines of creation. And we issued this original story back in 2001, and we updated it a few times. And one of the things I wanted to do is update it here. And now, the reason we call it the Sorcerer's Apprentice, the biotech, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, most of us may remember that old castle. Mickey was clad in a sorcerer's robe and hat, and they had psychedelic armies of brooms, and Relentless March of Dukas Symphony went on. And only when the castle was a flood, and the sorcerer wake up, because his student had done it improperly, and he had to undo what he did. And of course, Mickey got off just with a swat of the broom. But we may not get off as well, because the Sorcerer's Apprentice is unleashing things that people may not realize where they're going. And it's interesting that technology is often a very close cousin of sorcery, even in the literature here. And so, you know, many of the things we enjoy every day would look like sorcery to the people back then. Flying through the air at the speed of sound, and communicating images with the speed of light, and even landing on the moon. These are ideas we take for granted today, but I want to get that in perspective. And so we want to move on here a little bit. And I'll get off we don't need to get in all the history here. But we're moving into what some people are calling